And a warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to race preview on this Friday meeting here at Bangalore as we kickstart the race preview of the first race coming up, the Division 1 of the Malaprabha Plate. Distance run is 1200 meters for horses rated 20 to 45. We have a look at the first runner coming up will be Starry Wind, who did the running for most part of the journey and ended up finishing on a fine second. And also coming up for scrutiny will be Baltimore, who was in that mid-pack was Baltimore in the silks of white with claret wheat striped sleeves was Baltimore. Never showed any semblance of form at all and ended up in the ruck finishing on 9th out of 10 runners. Cool Rider was the one who emerged victorious, but the one which really ran a mighty race in fact was Starry Wind. Although the margin between the first two runners is 2 3/4 lengths with Cool Rider emerging victorious, but Starry Wind did run a good race and after run second. Tongue-Strap hanging bit rated at 44 and Baltimore is rated at 36. Tongue-Strap cross-nose band. On to the second runner coming up will be number 2, the Strength, who finished on 10. Skyfire was the winner of this race. Well, this horse was positioned almost in the third last position was the Strength. Well, literally struggling out in the back bunch was Strength. Late Brothers in Arms, Corporate Jungler of Fiery Pegasus. After the third in Mysore, behind Knight of Hoops, ended up finishing on 10th out of 15 runners. Never showed any form at all in his subsequent outing is the Strength, rated at 41, putting Tongue-Strap. The winner being Skyfire, who won back-to-back wins in Mysore is Skyfire. 3 will be Smithsonian. Travelled in the third position was Smithsonian and finished on ending up third itself. Right throughout third is Smithsonian. This is the Pune run coming in of Smithsonian. Planetary out of Perito Marino is Smithsonian. After that, fifth in his first starting, ended up finishing on third out of 8 runners. Third right throughout, rated at 40. Spoon Blinkers, Tongue-Strap cross-nose band is number 3, Smithsonian. 5 will be A Blast. Ran with the front field as A Blast and fell back to end up finishing on 6th ultimately. Lotte Broden was the eventual winner, winning by a margin of 5 3/4 of length. Subsequently was withdrawn in Osiris's win is A Blast. A supported a Saber Dance and in last previous outing finished on a fine second behind Tenali in race number 2 of the Bangalore Summer Footage. Sporting cross-nose band rated at 33 is A Blast. 6 will be Habanero and number 8 Jersey Legend. These are the two runners. Shamrock the eventual winner in this race, and we have a look at Habanero's credential, who ended up finishing on 9th out of 9 runners. Last in this outing in the silks of grey with red Maltese crosses. Habanero finished on 9th. This is the current season run you're looking at of Habanero, rated at 32. Spoon Blinkers, Tongue-Strap. Jersey Legend finished on 7th out of 9 runners. Just be 2 home is Jersey Legend. Shamrock, the eventual winner, rated at 30. We hop on to the next runner coming up. Will be number 7, Debonair. Debonair finished on 7th. Flying Quest of the winner. Last, in fact, is Debonair in the silks of Sarais with black star, white sleeves is Debonair. Ran ending up 11th out of 11 runners. This is the current season run you're looking at of race number 9, where Debonair ended up finishing on last, where Flying Quest was the winner of this race, but no form in his previous outings as well is Debonair, having finished 7th in Mysore behind Lightning Charlie. This is the run. Finished on last in Bangalore Winter is Debonair, rated at 30. We move on to the second race, the Linganamakki Plate. Handicap for horses rated 20 to 45. Distance run is 1800 meters. We start off with the first runner coming up will be Peluche. Phoenix Star out of Lost in Thoughts is Peluche, who finished on 5th, previously having run in Mysore behind Elusive Girl. Finished on 5th in that occasion over that 7 furlong trip, and subsequently over the same distance finished on 5th out of 9 runners here in Bangalore. Moon's Blessing was the winner, rated at 45. Tongue-Strap is number 1, Peluche. 2 will be Tignanello. Tignanello was the one who ran 5th. Triple Wish was the winner. Yet another runner which was in that last position, and Stella Gold was traveling about 3-4 wide off the fence and ended up eventually finishing on 5th on that outing is, in fact, 6th in this outing is Stella Gold. Multi-dimensional of appeasing, beautifully bred horse, but hasn't shown any semblance of form in his previous outings is Stella Gold. And in this occasion, finished on 6th out of 10 runners. Triple Wish is the winner, sporting a hang bid rated at 23, whereas Tignanello finished on 5th out of 10 runners in race number 4 of this current winter, rated at 36. Tongue-Strap. Triple Wish was the eventual winner in this outing. 3 will be Worldly Wise. Worldly Wise finished 8th. Twilight Tornado was the winner of this race. Smuggler's Covert of Adulation is Worldly Wise, who's had 3 outings, and Mysore having run second behind Wild Emperor, third behind Tariq. This is the run where Worldly Wise finished on 8th out of 9 runners, having run third for most part of the journey. Fell back gradually to end up finishing on 8th. Twilight Tornado is the winner, rated at 33 from Blinkers and Tongue Strap is number 3, Worldly Wise. Well, 4 will be Ripple and Storm. Ripple and Storm was a fancied runner the other day and eventually ran second, where Kulsum was the eventual winner. Won very impressively on that occasion is Kulsum, but Ripple and Storm was a fancied runner, could only come and finish on second on this outing. After that, fourth being Triple Wish, ran second out of 9 runners this season is Ripple and Storm. Shifting power at Daffodils from Tongue Strap, rated at 31, is number 4, Ripple and Storm. 5 will be, we move on to number 6, that's Aquamaric. I beg your pardon, number 6, that's Banksy. Banksy was the one who ran 8th, is Banksy. Has 2 outings in Bangalore summer. Finished 5th on the first outing behind Once You Go Black, and subsequently over that 9 furlong trip, ran 8th out of 8 runners, last on that occasion. After that, 6th for most part of the journey, ended up 8th out of 8 runners behind Shubanka is Banksy. Rodrigo Conrad of Amazing Race for Crossnose Band Basket Bit, rated at 30, is number 6, Banksy. And 7 will be Bruce Almighty. Bruce Almighty was the one who was putting the colors of white with royal blue sashes. Bruce Almighty. Ace Putra Scarlet has 2 outings. And this is the Mysore footage run you're looking at of Bruce Almighty, who finished 5th on the first outing behind Gold Multiplier. This is the run in race number 102. Finished on 8th out of 9 runners. Tariq was the winner, rated at 30, scoring Tongue Strap Pacifier. Side Chickpeas is number 7, Bruce Almighty. The 4th race will be the running of the Bangalore Turf Club Trophy Gr.III. Distance run is 1200 meters for 3-year-old and over. And we have a look at the first runner coming up will be number 1, Askawal. Askawal ran second, the winner being Endeavour. And Askawal is out of excellent order of Star of Venus, who finished on second on this occasion, was a fancy runner the other day and ran ending up second. 3.5 lengths behind Endeavour was Askawal. Excellent order of Star of Venus, rated at 82 will be Golden Guest. Golden Guest ran fourth. The Sovereign Orb was the winner of this race. Nicely positioned in that second spot was the Golden Guest, and Sovereign Orb was the one which was leading the field with the Golden Oaks, who finished on third on this occasion. But let's start off with the first runner, that's Golden Guest, who was second for most part of the journey, dropping back gradually to end up finishing on fourth. On both occasions ran fourth is Golden Guest, having run fourth behind Endeavour and fourth again behind the Sovereign Orb. Who was there for most part of the journey was the Golden Guest, and then ended up finishing on as fourth on this occasion. Golden Oaks did run, finishing on in the money was Golden Oaks. Later more at a Messalina, Sovereign of the winners from Tongue Strap, rated at 109. We move on to the next runner, that's 4, that's Kensington Court. Kensington Court was the one who finished on third on this occasion is Kensington Court. Well, there you have it in that fighting line, given a couple of backhanders and did end up finishing on a fine third on this occasion, where De Villiers was the one who eventually ended up winning that race, and Kensington Court finished on third from Tongue Strap Crosses Band, rated at 70. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move on to the 5th race, which is the Wolf 777 Bangalore 1000 Guineas. Distances 1600 meters for 3-year-old Indian fillies. And we have a look at the first runner coming up will be In You We Believe, where Shabal was the eventual winner in this race. And this is the Hyderabad run you're looking at, where In You We Believe is at a gusto of flamboyance, finished on 5th on that occasion. There you have it in the silks of brown with gold belt and sleeves, light green cap in that mid-pack, and given a couple of backhanders, but could only finish on 5th. Shabal was the one who flew in the last spot to come and end up winning this race by the shortest of margins. Neck was the verdict between the first 2 runners, and In You Believe ran 5th, sporting Tongue Strap, rated at 52. 2 will be Mirror. Mysore footage run, race number 119 is the one which is in question. We are looking at a little bit of jostling and did run a little bit green, in fact, on that occasion is Mirror. Speaking of which, at the Myrtle Road is number 2 Mirror, finished on third. Fourth in the 1000 Guineas being Victoria Punch, and in this occasion third being Douglas is Mirror, rated at 50s when Tongue Strap Crossnose Band. 3 will be Philosophy. This is the 1000 Guineas run, where Victoria Punch was the eventual winner in this race. Also coming up for scrutiny, both these runners we have a look at. But let's have a look at Philosophy's credential. Well, Philosophy 1 was the one who came into the fighting line at one point of time. Looked like he would come and zip past the front runner at the all-important end. But Victoria Punch was the one which showed that pace in between runners to come and eventually win by a margin of a length. And Philosophy did end up by finishing on in the third position, and Victoria Punch was the one who ended up winning that race by a margin of a length, rated at 63 is from Brinker's Tongue Strap, and Philosophy is rated at 58. 4 will be Queen Spirit. Fear out of Windsor Forest is Queen Spirit. In the silks of claret with gold epaulets, claret cap is Queen Spirit. Well, there you can see it in that mid-pack was Queen Spirit. Ended up finishing on 13th out of 13 runners, where Philosophy was the eventual winner. This is the Bangalore summer footage run you're looking at, where Queen Spirit ended up last, in fact, when Tongue Strap rated at 58. Pretty bad run coming in from Queen Spirit, finishing on in that pack bunch. 5 will be Star Comet. Star Comet ran second. Twilight Tornado was the winner of this race. Traveled almost in the center of the track was the Star Comet. It was Samadit of Indispensable, who finished on second. 1 3/4 lengths separating the first two runners, with Twilight Tornado had already stolen a march to end up winning this race by a margin of 1 3/4 lengths. And Star Comet did come and finish on far too late to end up finishing on seconds. One Tungster Crossers Band rated at 41. 6 will be Tough Cookie. Well, Tough Cookie did run second, where Sardar was the winner of this race. Mysore run you're looking at of Tough Cookie being produced on the wide outside and given a couple of backhanders, but ended up eventually finishing on second. 3 lengths was the margin between the first two runners, with Sardar winning this quite comfortably, and Tough Cookie did end up finishing on seconds when Tungster Crossers Band rated at 40. 7 will be Triple Wish, the eventual winner in this race. Current season run you're looking at, race number 4 you're looking at, where Triple Wish is a Planetair at a 4-penny lane is Triple Wish, or that mile trip. Triple Wish literally won from the word go, and won in fine fashion, quick and well at the all-important end. 8.5 lengths was the margin of victory. Certainly a smashing performance put in by Triple Wish, and rest were all at sea to finish on in that minor placings. Back, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to the 6th race, which is the Premium Spirit Stakes, handicap for horses rated 60 to 85. We go through the first runner coming up will be Night in Hopes, and also joining Night in Hopes in the video will be number 4, that's Watch My Stars. But let's have a look at the first runner that's coming up will be Night in Hopes. Well, Night in Hopes was the one in Mysore, did run second behind Goldfield, and subsequently ran 8th out of 9 runners. Pretty bad run coming in from Night in Hopes after that good performance in his previous outing. Ran 8th out of 9 runners behind De Villiers, putting cross nose band Basketball rated at 85, whereas number 4 in the card, Watch My Stars, finished on 5th out of 9 runners. Yet another runner which was fancied was Watch My Stars, and finished on ending up 5th, putting cross nose band rated at 67. 2 will be Peo, Be Safe out of Linnet is number 2. Peo, well, with a field quite spread out, in fact, and Peo was the one finished on 3rd on this occasion. As Peo came in far too late, warmed up, in fact, far too late to end up finishing on 3rd, where Evaldo was the winner, 2nd in his previous outing, and in this run ran 3rd, rated at 75 on Tongue Strap. Imperial Blue is the one we hop on to. The eventual winner in this race was Imperial Blue, and was second for most part of the journey, and slipped into the lead and quickened well to register a fine win of 4 lengths was Imperial Blue. Is that a Be Safe out of You're So Beautiful, and the Silks literally decimated the opposition by a margin of 4 lengths was Imperial Blue, when Tungster Crossnose Band rated at 69. 5 will be Vizo. Vizo ran 5th. Siege Virilis was the winner of this race. Yet another Mysore run you're looking at of Vizo is out of top class, out of Dangerous Bell is 5 Vizo. Race number 66, finished on 5th out of 8 runners. Siege Virilis had already won effortlessly on this occasion, and Vizo on this occasion ran 5th out of 8 runners, when Tongue Strap rated at 66. 6 will be Promise Kept. Promise Kept in the silks of brown with gold belt and sleeves is a Promise Kept. There are a couple of outings, and this is the sum of a run you're looking at. Started off on a winning note, was Promise Kept by beating the Inheritor, and subsequently ran second behind Peo. This is the run in race number 176, ran 4th behind Prince Abir is Promise Kept, from Tungster Crossnose Band rated at 63. 7 will be Rolling Goddess. Rolling Goddess ran second on this occasion. Well, been produced about 5-6 wide off the fence, given a couple of backhanders, but ended up eventually running second behind Capable is Rolling Goddess. Excellent out of Miss Mystique is Rolling Goddess, having run 12th on the first outing, second behind Capable, and the next outing in race number 183 was withdrawn. rated at 60s for Blinkers tongue strap. The last race will be the Division 2 of the Malaprabha Plate. Distance run is 1200 meters. We have a look at the first runner will be Pastish, the eventual winner in this race. Race number 116 of the Mysore run you're looking at of Pastish. Late Shining Armor was the eventual winner, and won by the shortest of margins was Pastish. A long neck separating the first two runners, but eventually beat Chisox's Pastish by a long neck. In fact, as Pastish putting a hanging bet rated at 37. 2 will be Rightly Noble, and also coming up will be number 8 in the card. That's Elite Agent. These are the two runners, current winter runner looking at, and Rightly Noble did one comfortably on this occasion is Rightly Noble. Green Coast of Oriental Image, race number 1 of this current season, where Activated did come and finish on second, and Rightly Noble won by a margin of 1 3/4 lengths rated at 33, whereas the other runner in this race is number 8, that's Elite Agent, finished on 4th out of 11 runners, came in from that back bunch to run 4th, having run 4th in his previous starting when Herodotus in Mysore is Elite Agents putting crossnose band rated at 21. Number 3 will be Gold Grey. Gold Grey is out of Win Legend out of Anakita is Gold Grey. Race number 17 finished on 4th. The Grey, you cannot miss it, is Gold Grey. Well, came and ran, ending up 4th on the outing, where Sociable was the fancied runner and won by a margin of 1 length. But Gold Grey finished on 4th on this occasion, rated at 30. When Tungsten Crossnose when basket bet, very tenderly handled is Gold Grey. 4 will be Anne Boleyn. Anne Boleyn was the one ran 4th out of 11 runners after doing all the running for most part of the journey. Dropped back to end up finishing on 4th out of 11 runners. Flying Quest was the eventual winner. This is the current winter runner looking at of Anne Boleyn. Top class out of Ace Empress Jesse. Previously ran in Mysore, having run 10th behind D Karma. But this is in the current season where Anne Boleyn finished on 4th out of 11 runners, rated at 28 for tongue strap foot and side cheek piece. 5 will be Chain of Thoughts, the eventual winner. Mysore footage run, and Chain of Thoughts did one by a margin of 1.5 lengths. Second and covered ground to come and end up winning this race is Chain of Thoughts, beating Immortal Guest is Chain of Thoughts by a margin of 1.5 lengths. When Tungsten Crossnose man rated at 25. 6 will be Rudram and 7 Aerospeed. These are the last two runners for this 7th race, and Rudram was the one who finished on 2nd on the sorting, having run 9th behind Capital Gain. This occasion, Rudram finished on 2nd, 1.25 lengths separating the first two runners, with Able One the eventual winner by a margin of 1.25 lengths. When Tungsten rated at 25. 7 Aerospeed in the silks of grey with yellow sleeves, finished on 7th on the sorting. Started off on a reasonably good note by finishing on 2nd behind Silverita and 4th behind Nostradamus, but after that ran 8th behind Eco-Friendly, and in Mysore finished on 7th out of 13 runners behind Able One, rated at 21. So that's when the preview of today's races will join you for the Bangalore 2000 Guineas. Until then, thank you from all of us from the CCTV room.